Hey everybody! In this video I'm going to be opening a bunch of random wax packs, and here I have everything between the years of 86 and 93. I do have to edit the video because my channel restrictions, the video can't be too long, so I promise I won't add or subtract anything. Alright, here's the 93 Series 2. There's Eric Wedge. He was a really good manager for a while. Matt Peterson and Willie Brown. Top prospect starting pitchers: Rene Arocha, Alan Embry, Brian Taylor, and Tim Crabtree. 1992 draft pick Benji Grigsby. It's a 92 Topps All-Stars: Lee Smith and Dennis Eckersley. Joe Girardi. Derek Wallace. It's Eric Young. It's Dan Smith. Todd Benzinger. Bill Pecota. Gerald Williams. Milt Kyler. It's Andy Benes. Frank Castillo. Greg Lefferts. Jack Clark. Bo Jackson. Felix Furman. Jose Canseco. Dave Magadan. Ken Hill. Manuel Lee. Tom Lampkin. Sean Barton. Rod Brewer. Tom Marsh. Albert Bell. Rico Brogna, and Scott Cooper. Next we got 92. I like wax packs. I know the cards, they don't have much value at all, but I don't know. I got John Farrell, became a manager. Lance Johnson, Candy Maldonado, Roger McDowell, the Darren Dalton, Mike Timlin. It's an insert card. Rich Rodriguez, Mike Sharpson, Rick Aguilera. He was a good closer for a while. Scott Ruskin, Eric King, Paul Gibson, Gilberto Reyes, Sean Bosky, and Mark Guthrie. Bud Van Poppel, Bobby Witt. He was a good pitcher. His son's a top prospect coming up. So Kent Herbeck. Jay Howell. Jesse Barfield, and Gary Sheffield. Hey, there's Ken Griffey Jr. was always my favorite player. Jack Armstrong, Jim Olander, Paul McKellen, Don Slott, Dwight Smith, Jimmy Key, Chuck Knoblaw, Jeff Brantley, John Smiley, Mike Harkey, Jack Clark, Teddy Higuera, and Alvin Espinoa and Frank Castillo. And 1991, they started off with an Edgar Martinez. It's a good way to start. Got here. Hey, Carlton Fisk. This pack's starting off good. Mark Davis, Dave Clark, Ken Patterson, then Nolan Ryan. Well, it started out really good. It wasn't bad though. 91's a fairly good year. Tops in it: John Moses, Mark Grant, Marvell Wynn, Andahar Cedeno, Jeff Kaiser, Eric Show, Greg Hibbard. Looks like another Nolan Ryan. Yep, another Nolan Ryan. Willie Randolph, he's a good player. Brent Nackert. Ozzie Canseco. It's Jose's brother. Dennis Rasmussen, Nick Leva, Dave Stieb, and Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. Let's see. Felix Jose. Bud Harrelson is a Cecil Fielder. Mike Schooler. Mark Gardner is Barry Bonds. Daryl Boston, he's the White Sox first base coach now. So there's Pete O'Brien, Otis Nixon, Spike Owen, Mike Scott, Jimmy Key, Jim Abbott, one-handed pitcher, Mike Fitzgerald, Alan Mills, Greg Myers, Frank Tanana, Chuck Finley, Mike Walker, R.J. Reynolds, Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer, and the Ryan Sandberg is a Hall of Famer. Not as good as Jeff Kent, though. Tim Sherrill, Todd Benzinger, Carl Nichols, Tom Browning, Jose De Leon, Mickey Hatcher, Mike Heath, Shane Andrews, Tim Burke, Kevin Seater, Rob Deere, Carl Rhodes, Jody Reed, Matt Sinatro, and Tom Trebelhorn. 1990, which is the year that I was born. Checklist, always threw those away. We got another Andy Bennis. So Doug Strange, always liked him. There's Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer. And Danny Tartabull, he was a good player. There's Greg Jeffries, Rookie Cup. There's Tim Raines when he went by Rock Raines. Omar Vizquel, almost a rookie card. It's Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Alright. Keith Hernandez, still friends with Jerry Seinfeld. It's another Nolan Ryan. Jim Lefebvre. I am a big Mariners fan. If you wonder why I keep pointing out Mariners players, I guess it's just kind of natural to me. It's Bob Walk, which is a terrible name for a pitcher. Eric Anthony, future star. Don't know that he ever turned out. Don't recognize that name. It's Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer. It's Chris Bosio. Went on to throw a no-hitter in Seattle. Steve Finley. Ozzie Guillen. Tim Wallach. We're on to 89, and for these to save time, I'm just going to open all at once and go through them. I have so many Topps 89 cards. Like, I could wallpaper the inside of the Taj Mahal with them. Okay. And nothing good so far. Who's this? Doug Jones. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer. Alan Trammell. Andres Galarraga had a good year that year. Brett Saberhagen's good pitchers. Ron Darling was just brought into the Mets Hall of Fame. Kent Hrbek. Got here George Bell. Hey, there's my Craig Biggio. Rick Driscoll. Andre Dawson. Lou Brock. And that was disappointing. Still waiting on my Randy Johnson. Alright, now we're on to 88, and I'll do the same thing. Alrighty. Jim Morrison, not the one from The Doors. Dave Stieb. Keith Hernandez, another one. There's another John Farrell. Bert Blyleven, there's a Hall of Famer. It's about time. These 88s aren't going real well so far. Danny Jackson was a good pitcher. There's Pete Rose. So right before he got banned a year later, it's Carney Lansford. Speedy third baseman. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer. Bob Forsch. It's Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer. It's Frank Viola. Mike Stanley was a good catcher. There's Billy Beane. Alrighty, we're down to 87. I don't have very many 87s. Good. It's a Lee Smith. Some of the corners on these are a little boogered up. Don't like that. There's Mark McGuire. It's a Darryl Strawberry. Gary Gaetti. Speaking of Roger Clemens. Will Clark. It's a good second baseman. Mariners leaders. It's Jim Morrison again. Rick Honeycutt. It's Terry Francona. Dan Plesac. Kirby Puckett. There's a Hall of Famer. The boogered up corner. Barry Bonds, 87. There's a Tony Gwynn. Another Carney Lansford. He doesn't look fast. Alright, and last we have our 1986. These will actually be the oldest cards I own. Oh, I'm so glad they don't put gum in there anymore. So yeah, I believe we're looking for Roger Clemens, and or not Roger Clemens, but Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire rookies. Oh, these are all over the place. There's Ron Renicky. He's just named interim manager of the Red Sox. And nothing there. That was disappointing. Got one more shot. Let's get that Bonds and McGwire. These are awful. Ooh, gum went all the way through that one. Well, that was disappointing. Didn't get a whole lot. But thanks for watching. If you haven't, please like and subscribe the videos. It helps out a lot. And if you're interested in anything I got for sale, or if you're interested in anything I have, let me know. And there's a link in the description of every one of my videos to my eBay account. Thanks for watching. Peace.